Well, I've been privileged to be a member of the World Affairs Council for all the years I've been in San Antonio, and that's since, I believe, 2006. So here we are in 2015. I found every one of those years to be valuable. I came back to San Antonio with a truly international career, a Foreign Service of the United States and a U.S. Ambassador, 40 years in the end overseas. So there is that. One thing I can talk about is that relationship of others to the U.S. and the importance of the world, the impact of what's going on in the world, not only on San Antonio, but on individuals. If there's anything that I think is of importance for students, and I am a professor at the University of the Incarnate Word, it's to have ever greater understanding of the world in which they live and the importance of the world for them. When I think of the World Affairs Council and I think of student participation, I think of my own students who have come to World Affairs Council events. Many of them joined, but they've come to World Affairs Council events to hear lectures. So in essence, it's a very important lecture series, among the best that you're going to hear during a semester. Some of those who have spoken to us recently, the Counselor of the Department of State, Tom Shannon. Tom was with me in Brazil years ago. He was our ambassador to Brazil as well. He spoke to the students about something really relevant for them, for San Antonio, for Texas, for the country, and that was last year, that great influx of Central American children and what to do about it. Ambassador Shannon was the point man for Secretary Kerry on that particular issue. My students listened, they had questions, they interacted with him. I could see that it was important for the students and also for the speaker, to tell the truth, but for the students to have this kind of interaction. The big world issues are dealt with at the World Affairs Council here in San Antonio. For example, again, I think of another Foreign Service colleague. We had Ryan Crocker, who had been ambassador to Iraq, part of a duo, General David Petraeus and Ambassador Ryan Crocker, working in those difficult years of trying to bring some order out of the chaos in Iraq in the mid-2000s. Very important for the students not only to hear Ryan Crocker talking about the U.S., Iraq, the future of the Middle East, the future of the U.S. in the Middle East, but then to be able to ask questions of him and to engage in a dialogue. But beyond just the lectures, it's important for the students to come. I see them dress sharp, look sharp, be sharp, ask sharp questions, and sit at the table with other colleagues from the World Affairs Council. So that's businessmen interested in world affairs. So that's civil servants. So that's people working with NGOs. Others who are older than the students and have had experience in the world and can impart that as well to the students. So, you know, they use that word networking. Well, the World Affairs Council of San Antonio is really good, I think, for networking for students. I think of university students. We have this great program whereby we enable certain high school students to come and participate in our events, and we fund that. And now we have a scholarship program going. So, tight connection between World Affairs Council of San Antonio, business, commerce, foreign policy, but students, universities and students. So if you are a student, think about it. Come to some lectures. Let's talk and look to your future in the world, and a future, if you're here in town, with the World Affairs Council of San Antonio. Thanks.